I'm Greenhouse Bob, and these short videos will help the beginner with a greenhouse learn some of the tricks I've come across in the last 12 years. Come on. Today, let's talk about a greenhouse structure, materials, and location. A greenhouse is a climate-controlled environment, a solarium, a hothouse. I guess you could put a hot tub in there. Could be a man cave or a she shed. But I think most of us have a greenhouse so we can grow stuff. I'm growing vegetables in mine. What do realtors say? Location, location, location. And that's very true for a greenhouse. You of course want it in the sunniest area because we're trying to capture sunlight and heat. So you want to have the least amount of shade from trees or other buildings. The wisdom is a greenhouse should be pointing to the south, which is this way. I have one long side pointing to the south, so it gets morning to afternoon sun all day on that side. But what that means, this side gets more sunlight and more heat than this side, which is in the shade. But that's okay. I put the plants accordingly. Also, the ocean is that way and we get a breeze. So I wanted the shorter side pointing to the wind. If in the morning, the sun comes right through the front door to heat it up sooner. If I had moved this 90 degrees so the front door was pointing south, then this side would be here and get morning sun, and that side would be over there and get afternoon sun. So half a day of sun on each side. Instead, I have one side getting sun all day. Our city code requires that I be 3 feet from the neighbor's fence. But you wouldn't put the greenhouse right up against the fence anyhow, would you? And so I still get sunlight coming in from this side. And I got a little walkway for growing asparagus. Now I've seen a lot of nice greenhouses built out of wood and metal. Some have brick along the bottom third, which is a nice presentation. I've seen them built out of window panes. I've seen them as lean-tos next to a house. In very cold climates, I've seen them sunken 4 feet into the ground. So it's really just a roof sitting above the ground, which moderates the temperature. However you do it, it's an enclosed environment so you can control the climate. So it's going to be warmer in there than outside, so you can grow things that you couldn't grow in your yard otherwise. Orchids, African violets, palm trees, banana trees, or like me, vegetables. My wife bought this kit for me a dozen years ago from a big box store, and I assembled it. It's made out of aluminum and it's very sturdy. I've been very happy with it. I put the sailboat cleat several places so I can batten down the shade cloth. There's a solar fan that I installed. Now this kit came with a roof of double-walled polycarbonate. And curiously, they chose a bronze color, which really mutes the color. I'm getting to the point where I'm going to have to replace these panels, and I think I'll go to white or opaque, let in more sun. Now, after I erected it, I realized it needs a sturdy base. So I got this 4x4 pressure treated wood and put rebar 2 feet long into the ground every few feet. Hi there. The cat knows. And then I bolted the aluminum frame to the wood, so it's not going anywhere. Originally it came with the plastic panels, single panel plastic, and over the years it's become opaque, doesn't let much sunlight in, and it's getting brittle. So I have replaced it with tempered glass. Now I'm fortunate to live 3 miles up from Monterey Bay in the ocean. The ocean moderates our weather, so it doesn't get much below 35 in the winter and not much over 75 in the summer. So I can get by with single panel. But in colder climates, people are having to install electric so that they can have a furnace, a heater of some type in the winter, and they can have fans to cool it in the summer. I've even heard of people putting concrete flooring with heating wires inside, which would be a really nice way to keep it heated in the winter, though a bit expensive. After I erected the greenhouse and affixed it to the wooden base, I dug down 6 inches. Watch as I step down to come in. And then I added weed cloth and pea gravel so that the water and the dirt can just go into the ground. And then I did an amateur brick walkway. The kit came with 2 long aluminum shelves. On either side, you're going to want shelves. I added an extra shelf here. This is the shaded side, so fewer plants, so it becomes storage. I really like the plastic inserts because I can cut them, and then I can either put things on top or insert things like this or like this. So very flexible, modular. I also built at the end a potting stand, potting soil, and shards to put at the bottom of pots. Now any greenhouse is going to need roof vents because hot air rises, so you want it to go out. Right now the temperature is 60, which I have set manually for these to close. But as the temperature rises, the roof vents open more. So whatever materials you use, whatever size your greenhouse, whatever you're trying to grow in here, may it bring you joy as it does me. Bye-bye.